Memoir Kwaba, Eba, Puyaka TV, so Puyaka TV, Anna Woshi. So, way your first time, Bomodia, subscribe, me a notification is so. Click it on, no send a video, be I a debate to Mono Abusia. One song, Sabekan, when ye be a sure, Bedasi Bebre, Abusia for Lawyer Maurice Ampaw, a dinko mo, Busia, wo dinko mo. Lawyer Maurice Ampaw, a dinko ma, no dinko mo fa. Sedina Tamakloe, former Masrock CEO, and a Busha for Wordin Hunkomo, Mukaya, MPP time, and a Sedina Tamakloe, ye sentence no 10 years, he said, Sikabi Ayadane, Afan Sem Sika, Nanko, so the major the phobia, Omonoma she, no, say, Omonyade, Omon fan support to Omohonabusha for 1 Fesicano arm, Omo, and no Ayade. Or pocket cheese cano. Nina SCA, Mrana NDC war power. It's almost free power, MPP buy no, and a busha, woman the court die court. Court to Gusua, almost share some no, and I said in Nam Tamakloe, 2 quite echo say US. Send me a sicano and a oko dio said dear one and no behind day, or beer any. Court to it now, some with dear, some in the absence of Sedina Tamakloe. Nebusia judgment ni ba out and a judge no yeden was sentenced Sedina Tamakloe for 10 years. So one concern when monko yeden won ko 7 sentence no enam sen woni hanum ni chino abani yen hihye say US government enyeden emfa Sedina Tamakloe emra Ghana no me 7 sentence no bisua MPP fra bemu ana NDC bae omo bae no ana ye Sedina Tamakloe e ba Ghana bisua wo bae no ni nim so go straight to insanwem akọ 7 time but enye sa na yeden e ko siye ofale for appeal na appeal no abawie ye na bisua judges omotra case ni so say Sedina Tamakloe onye boni bia sika bia nyeden emfa na se ntiti case no ya eden ye twitwa case no eno na lawyer Maurice Ampaw edi hu nkomo a wo say Sedina Tamakloe abusuafo ye gya no mani ko free no aban na na beden ebe safa because say sika na ekodi ni hono no sanka aban no enye sika no enne ya boa nkebe boa aban no obetumi dia eden obetumi dia solve problems bebra say aban ye den efesi esu ye gya no amasika no wa fiska ni nyina abusua mumienko nienko tie lawyer Maurice Ampaw.
All at the end of the day, amounts to one thing. Sedina had her day in court. So now everybody, if the court of first instance, it was now we need to appeal. It is Sedina appealing. Thank God, Chief Justice appointed 3 judges. Justice Emmanuel Ankama, Justice Diewo Erebako, the largest and they sat on it. And they decided to take their time, scrutinize the whole appeal records vis-a-vis the judgment of the court. And they came out with a decision. Whether you like it or not, no, a decision has been made. And that decision that has been made, no. My only worry with the decision that has been made here, when justice has been delivered and the government in power has lost money, because whether you like it or not, there was a masculine scandal and Sedina was the center of it. When to me and deny says he cannot find the same, and Ojani from a tentrine or the boyini be a Johnny, bro, be antaredo. If Sedina was genuinely innocent, if Sedina thinks say he is so clean, allegations I wanted to soon and the various things I just saying a much lost Ghana and could be stay in Ghana to fight the innocence or to raise doubt about the trial, the allegations, the evidence. But this woman realized, say, she herself knows that she is guilty. So carry the wire was say be. Until she be a banana, otilo, ojane ye. Obaba pono, yes, sentence pono, or say me ma, was be di bonnet. Yeah, you use extradition, echo found by. And before Obebano, we are prepared grounds for appeal. And at the end of the day, no, the judge is so much so no. At the end of the day, they look at the law in the form of technicalities. They look at the law at the with the technical angle. What are the charges? What are the legal flaws of the charges? What are the defectiveness? They came to the evidence. They look at the flaws of the evidence. And then they look at every angle, crossing the I's and the T's. Determine the case on high technical grounds, looking at the law and nothing by the law. They did not also look at any other thing like one, the substance of the case, advancement of justice, the truth of the matter. The court of appeal judges were not interested about the truth, justice. To do substantial judges, they looked at technicalities. Until when a judgment is based on technicalities and procedure rules, the results will be unjust and the truth will never come out. There will be public distrust because the whole public realize say the name with this car, say the name your crown for, say the name a committee a lot of financial loss to Matlock. Man, we put a journey. Obian himself, even NDC for Pakrapo himself with journey. Obian, both everybody in the country knows that said the name. Ewiesika, Moscow scandal with Johnny, and everybody realize say this is a criminal law. Yako Fanofia Buchaba on extradition. Attorney General Krakano, Canada do not believe say no judgment. No, there has been a loss. There has been stealing. State may lose almost 90 million Ghana cedis. And what happened is that. Court rely more on technicalities as what the court of appeal has done now. There will be public distrust, meaning discharging an accused person on procedural flaws fosters perception of bias and impunity. If a court sacrifice justice, if a court sacrifice truth, if a court sacrifice fairness and rely on rigid technicalities, what happens is that there will be perception, say the judgment was biased and there is impunity. 3, eroding public accountability. And a man who say, "Oh my, you need to mission with some someone saying, your legal system to check them." So there will be systematic reliance on technicalities, letting wrongdoers evade liability despite substantial evidence. In the Sedina case, the evidence is that Nipano Sikana Yadimano Matlock, no, we can account for it. Sikana for the same. Obama Mamena Jane Efi Ghana because Odi Boni. Obi Boni be a Jane. Obi Boni Jane with Jane Akote. Ya sentence no se me ma because Odi Boni. Ya kofona ba. Court no use technicalities. One share the truth. One share the fairness and was just substantial evidence in law. The court is to do substantial justice, not technicalities. And in that Supreme Court decision, currently, the Supreme Court spoke through justice, his lordship, Akabuafu, that it is the duty of the prosecutor to assist the court, and it is the duty of the court also to inquire about the truth of every criminal matter before them. And it's the duty of the investigator also not to look at only conviction but truth. And the investigator has a duty to ensure, say, or produce all evidence, whether it will go or in favor, it will go in favor of the accused person or damage the case of accused person. All that the court is looking at in the Trima trial is fairness and truth. So, meanwhile, Maurice Ampaw, I'm not surprised about the decision of the Court of Appeal. And the reason why I'm not surprised is that, 3 judges no more case in Yano, 2, Yamadan for pa. 2, Yamadan for pa. Justice, his lordship, dear wo, I am a classmate. I sat in the same class, law faculty, the same class with him at Lego in the 90s. We were taught criminal law and criminal law by her ladyship, Arita Mensa Bonshu. Justice Badu, criminal procedure. It is justice, his lordship, dear Wo, was a high court judge. Kumase, calling him 2 types of application. We granted because you application of grantee or you're very solid judge. We are being rough. Dear Wo, you're my classmate. I've met him several times. Very intelligent judge. Justice Imanakama outlaw judgment. No, let me give you a background of Imanakama. Imanakama too is a bosom friend. I am a body. I became a friend to Imanakama Bra Oba Osu Court as a circuit court judge, as a district court judge. And then from there, he was transferred to Kuku Affairs as a circuit court judge for so many years. And then Oba High Court, no Oba Court of Appeal. But there's something common between many judges and Kama. Mutie judge now OD for Sedina Tamakloe. This is a judge, NDC, accused of being corrupt. Sam George, didn't attend rough. Esa say, now your judge, what tema? Court B. And as Sam George, electoral case be bad in him. This is a judge, on social media. Sam George can say, oh, him, ya one num. At the time he was giving judgment against Sam George, no. He said he doesn't know what a judge rank. Justice Imanakama was insulted by Sam George. 2023. Insulted by Sam George. Justice Imanakama. If you want to know Justice Imanakama, only currently the Sampa Hene near Otu for a pound, no. Sampa Mahene Otu for no. Sampa Mahene ye judge, when the judges judge in Imanakama. Ne chief title in another flat. But only Imanakama na. Domahene ne Chimanso. Satana Domahene ye circuit court or also tema the same tema. Circuit court A. It's already court no. If you wanna urban ho. NDC food D. Just an command tem. And then the poll. Just an kama. Because your case for the name Emidi Nkunim. That case, no. Lawyer now do Kukono. Kofali. Sheshoraya application was Supreme Court. Was Supreme Court. And Oka said, Judge, no decision, no, young question. No. Go to social media and go and see A+ and go and see everybody in Gambia. Some say, a case, no, every year, public interest case because is the former Supreme Court judge, Justice Doche, all court retirement, no, the directory speech. He gave a judgment in that case and accused Justice Immanuel Ankama, this judge who wrote the judgment. What is Saki? What is free? Sedina Tamakloe. The Supreme Court. Let me see whether I can locate the case. The Supreme Court at that time. Let me see. God, give me the Supreme Court at that time. The Supreme Court at that time. I mean, the case, no. I will bring the case out. I will bring the case out. I will bring the case out. Yes, that's the case. Let me see the title of the case. Case really? On my phone, no. This is the case. In the Superior Court of Judicature, the Supreme Court Civil Division, sitting in Accra on Wednesday, Column, His Lordship Justice Doche presiding, Lovelace Johnson, Justice Amadou Tanko, Professor Mensa Bonso, and Leone Kolende. A civil motion case number J508-2023. The case is the Republic, and the case let me read it. The case is the Republic versus High Court Tema, Espate Yao Doji Jugbaji, and another. And then in that case, Blood Justice Doche Kona Hujimuno, the last judgment speech, no, or accuse this same judge Immanuel Ankama said the judgment me a lawyer no is so shameful, a shameful judge. Or see the judgment against see another party, no, and some shameful to the sense say it doesn't even deserve to become a judge. And you know, investigating judges Judge Ankama, who was at that time was a corrupt judge. Now you also investigating me like Maurice Ampaw. Say many judge are kululu, and I have winning case, you know. It means we are investigating because Makoya say early, Emma early no me when I say the value of the asset of the early no me no my manipulative figures, you know. It is investigating me together with some registrars of the court, and this became a topical issue in Ghana. It was blown all over in the social media. Some documentary on that. Lawyer Maurice Ampaw to be investigated for the impropriety, misconduct. I need the cash news in ya. I'm a A+ crown any G because I'm a go jail A+. But when you contempt case against A+ ni Mukaiberes A+ ni when I say if I was regular any when I say UTV concerning if I was case now or say to me and now I'm cited for contempt of court. So A+ in that case, always the Supreme Court has cited me say, yeah, visiting me judge na OD case NDC for both same man no. They said they should investigate the judge. A+ say on Tiase say, what am quarter? Me case baku 15. Ni nya what judge nim. I na me case echo one judge baku. A+ wrote a strong article of petition the Chief Justice say, yeah, investigating me why say I always choose Judge Ankama court. My case is in court. This same judge was maligned, was insulted, a credibility and integrity was attacked by the Supreme Court. This same judge was insulted by Sam George. This same judge was ridiculed by A+. And the NDC fraternity didn't like Judge Ankama. They tagged him as MPP judge. Today, Judge Ankama area Sampadino has sat on the appeal. And beautifully, legally, with technicalities, we just Sedina Tamakloe. All of a sudden, NDC party is excited. All of a sudden, look on social media, and everybody who matters is happy. Say, court they use technicalities and the judgment. Have you read the judgment? Have you read the judgment? Oh, the judgment is sound. Oh, the judgment is sound. And NDC is so happy for Sedina because their own has been set free. And the legal Azamo, Professor Azamo, any NDC lawyers, Tamakloe, everybody know. Have you read the judgment? Have you read the judgment? They are happy because Akama Yeninia, because court of appeal are setting on own free, and they even forgot to say there is 90 million Ghana citizens the state have lost. And can never boa Mahama no tria arrears of cocoa farmers. Can we tria arrears of teachers? The government need money so much. And now as we speak now, no petrol boy cost you reference from Monday ko you better petrol mu ama and net reference mo fa VIP. Nana do time na 80 cedis about 120. Say and about 140 and cut 200 and then one share here ufi Kumase na oba Accra na get so 120 no who could 200 Ghana cedis and then light bill cost so the whole tree na Sedina Tamakloe we are bicycle journey no nya ko for aban no ya using technicalities asserting the free no the judge that the NDC didn't like, the judge that Zamdog one penasem, the judge that A+ one penasem, the judge that they think that it is MPP judge, no. They are now praising him. Oh, what the judgments. Oh, judgment here good. You judge the panel, forget about the Sikano the inform. They are happy for the judgment. They are happy, say their own is free. Sedina Tamakloe, your clergy or your angel. They say, "Almost selling your gold for that tasso." You don't care whether the money is lost or not. That is the politics of it. You see, if you look at the legal angle there, Machel said, "Mamicho Bibi, I'm an experienced lawyer. I told you that it's only a few judges in this country. Madam Fu, me a judges and now four. Because we got my catcher will say, my colleagues, my classmates train a war. Because we got Madam Fu will do so. Call up Madam Fu do so. High Court Madam Fu could do so. Obey me 25 years as a lawyer. My friends are judges.